There was one program, the Breakthrough Scholars, for example, which had already been started under my predecessor in 2015, and it was a program that was in its third year when I became dean. Magnificent program because its focus was not just on providing education, not just on providing people with the necessary skills in business, but also in providing the leadership skills and the co-curricular and extracurricular programming to make them not just good employees, but the leaders of the future. And the Breakthrough Scholars program was operating because it's a very expensive program because we give the students a full ride for four years, both tuition and living expenses. As a consequence, we were doing constant fundraising around it to try and raise enough money to the next year. And so it became one of my big focal points to do significant fundraising around Breakthrough. At the same time, we also recognized that there were students whose families could pay some amount but couldn't afford everything. And we didn't want to forget them either. Sometimes we focus so much on the bottom quarter of the population, we forget the next quarter who are also equally differently in need. So that led to the starting of two programs. A $50 million gift from Bill Berkeley led to the Berkeley Achievement Scholars Program, which provides full tuition but not living support. And a $50 million gift from Leonard Stern led to a significant expansion of the Breakthrough Scholars Program, providing full tuition and support. So 80% of all the students who have gone through the Breakthrough program come from Pell Grant eligible families. About 65 to 70% of those coming into the Berkeley program also come from Pell Grant eligible families. The programs are very, very ethnically diverse programs. Breakthrough, of course, has been around much longer. It's had about a roughly, I would say, 2/3 representation of underrepresented minorities, mainly Black and Hispanic. Berkeley, we are in the first year of the Berkeley program, and the first year of the program has about 15 students, has about a 60% underrepresented minority population. So very diverse programs. They are gender-wise also very balanced. People come from very different backgrounds. To me, as to many people from my background who grew up in much poorer parts of the world, education has represented the key to opportunity. There are a few extraordinarily talented people in this world who find opportunity without education. They just happen to have that brilliance for entrepreneurship or identifying needs. There are a few, but for most of us in this world who are less talented at that, we need a foundation on which we can build. And education is that foundation that I think is unmatched in terms of the opportunities it starts providing. And I think there was a great need for us to expand what we were doing, to expand that opportunity set. And I'm very pleased that we've done a pretty good job of it so far. There's a huge distance to go. We are nowhere close to declaring victory. But I took over as dean in 2018 when the full value of the Berkeley and Breakthrough gifts, the Stern gifts kicks in 2026. Between 2018 and 2026, we would have increased undergraduate aid by 65% and graduate aid by 47% in that period. So we're happy with what we've done, but there's a lot of need out there. So we need to keep the momentum going and we need to keep pushing.